Urko, the last word will be yours in order to try to summarize the big concepts we have been talking about these days, the motions, bridges, vastnecks, maybe a more integrated relation. We should maybe take into account more the other view coming from other parts of the world, the triangles between Basque Country and the United States, why not Asia or other countries of Latin America. Urko, please, now is your turn, and then after you, Irache will end this seminar. Okay.
Mikel Borzaco, I would like to summarize some of the concepts that myself and yourself, we both has been trying to bring together. Later on, there will be much more time to go deeply on this. But before that, I would like to, on my behalf and also in your behalf, Mikel, to recognize, I think we need to recognize to all these Basque Americans that works every day tirelessly in the Basque clubs, in NABO, in Basque dancers clubs, everywhere, working tirelessly from grassroots to maintain the vastness of our community there. And I think that we should be very grateful to all of those that for years have been doing this work. I think that one of the positive aspects of this workshop is, first of all, the willingness that all of us has shown to work together, both in the Basque Country and abroad, and work together among difference. There is much more in common among us than differences. The challenges that we've got as a nation, as a community, are so big that we need to work together. I think that's very relevant. The world is facing enormous changes. In a hopeful post-pandemic world, the changes will be still enormous. The revolution that we are living in terms of the digitalization, artificial intelligence, etc., will transform profoundly the way we communicate among ourselves. It will change completely the way we socialize, as well as the way we learn and speak languages, for example. At the same time, and consequences of this and other factors, there will be enormous transformations on business and the work. And alongside this, we will have demographical challenges, environmental threats, power rivalries. But in this scenario of changes, the sense of belonging to a community, to a nation, of having roots and identity will keep on being more important than ever, because only well-rooted trees resist storms and tornadoes. And we are a well-rooted nation, and a well-rooted identity. But like other ones, we need to be nurtured, because as some speakers said, our diaspora is changing also, because the world is changing. In that sense, participant has stressed the relevance of culture and knowledge, and the relevance of building bridges among Basques in the USA and the Basque Country as a way to build bridges between the USA and the Basque Country. Build bridges with the new generations through visits to the motherland, through areas like sports that creates passion, through educational and economical links, through culture, promoting the personal interconnection that creates living experiences and memories, and even friendships. And strengthening this with a strong presence in USA, as Rafael Anchia has said, at the political heart of the USA, because as he has said, politics is everything, and we need a strong presence to project our interests there. And we need bridges that make it possible to all of us to work together. And we do have the same purpose for that. The speaker has also stressed the need to strengthen strategies and policies to celebrate Basqueness, to be able to promote the values related to Basqueness that can make it attractive not only to those who feel Basque, but also to those who, without knowing it, can have Basque ancestors, like Anchia has said, to feel attracted to our language, our culture, our way of life. Visibility is key also. We know we are not so good on that, but since we should work stronger on strengthening our visibility in the USA. And this is a work that is in hands of all of us, public institutions, private institutions, individuals, because every individual has a role to play in this game. This workshop wanted to be just a small step of a broader reflection and conversation we need to have on Basques from here and overseas, so that nobody could say in the future, there was a people called Basques close to the Cantabric Sea. So it has been a pleasure to have all of you in this conference, and I will right now hand over the micro to the president of the Horacio Urrea Foundation, Irache Revillaga. Esnaola, the floor is yours.
And thank you all speakers and participants. Thank you, Urko and Mikel, for all your work. It's a great pleasure for me to have the opportunity to close this virtual seminar, so important and so relevant for the future of our country. as Urko mentioned before, this virtual seminar is part of a wider reflection under the title Euskal Herria, Basque Country, Internationalization and Global Perspective, the aim of which is twofold: to identify our weaknesses, strengths, opportunities, priorities, and as well as to identify topics and geographic territories that could play a key role in the Basque Country's international strategy. In that sense, I will say that there are two main concepts that have been repeated the most in this virtual seminar. The first one would be building bridges, and the second one, cooperation. In my opinion, this virtual seminar has made it clear not only how crucial it is to build bridges between the United States and the Basque Country, but also how essential it is to create spaces for reflection and cooperation between those who are committed to the development and evolution of the Basque Country or the whole Basque community. And of course, this requires cooperation beyond administrative or territorial boundaries. So it goes without saying, thank you very much for the contribution you have made in that direction. And we hope that we will have the opportunity to meet each other again. Thank you and take care.